Okay, so let's get the difference between a cage and a pattern. All right, so let's draw a circle, a four-sided circle around. There is a cage. It's already warped up. Okay, these are all properly tuned. You can play it. This is actually part of your guitar. So this would be like right here. If I was like to just turn the guitar over and show you, you can see where that is. Okay, then I balance the guitar and I take the cursor over here. See the 7 root 2 here? Here's your E cage. 7 root 2 right there. The blue note, the yellow note, and the white note. This is your I can't draw on this picture here, but this is your E cage there. So that's actually how it is on the guitar. And the the patterns are all P4 tuning. You're not going to see that on the guitar until it's warped over. So the S4L, which is like a brickyard pattern here, it's a brickyard pattern. It's 4 patterns stacked on top of one another, as opposed to a 7L pattern here. These 7L patterns, there's the S5L, and we have the S3L. It's also the little mini 7L pattern like that. Okay, and then there's a bigger 7L pattern that gives us the S3XL, but we're not going to look at that right now. So my mind is starting to drift a little bit, whether I'm going to go to my meeting or not, because there's 2 of them today. It's going to be a busy day either way. But let's get this out of the way so we can move on to the good stuff, which is the lead, the finger-barred lead patterns, and how to play the diatonic scales. Alright, so these are patterns, and this is actual fretboard cage. This is the C cage. Okay? So the problem is that we can't play these 4 caged chords without using the long patterns, because the fret nut's there. But we can play them, we can play them if you wanted to play this E shape thing. Let's say I'm playing an E shaped G up here. This is more advanced for somebody who's more advanced, a little more advanced than usual, than the topic level that I'm speaking at now. I'm just fast forwarding, saying, here's an E shaped G, right? If I felt like doing the long pattern there, not that there would be like a capo there. I mean, that's kind of limiting, kind of limiting. But the same concept. If there was a capo there, all right, or not, if you wanted to play the E pattern, you could do it there. Now, keep in mind, the E pattern, okay, I've got a special way of doing this, but the E pattern goes something like this, and then I don't know, it goes into like a that was more like an A pattern, but we're going to get to that, believe me. This is what it's all about. But the E long pattern, it starts on root, so we're going to go root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then to a 7 shape pattern. Okay, but we can take that S3XL right here. So it's S3XL root. Root means started at the root here. Okay, now the A shape starts at the 5th. The root shape starts at the E shape starts at the root. The A shape starts at the 5th. The 4th can be used for the C shape, or even playing in what you would call a B shape, kind of thing. Not a B shape, but if you want to play in the key of B, you could use the long pattern on the bottom. You're just going to do just the top line of it. So it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, root, and there's your B. Right there. and that would be, you know, your B major. So you can, if you want to play in the key of B, this is just for people who want to play in the key of B, you would start the long pattern on the 4. So it'd be 4, 5, 6, and then you would go right into an S4L for the next 5 strings, and then from the top there, then you just play your 5, 6, because it's going to be warped over, something like that. Let's see what that would look like. If we're going to do, let's delve into this and look at this. Suppose we're going to play us in the key of B major. I want to show you people that, you know, it's fun to do something that you didn't plan to do, but you use well proven out methods. So this is going to be our fretboard here. Now these top guys are going to warp over. Whoops. Whoop is short for whoops. These top guys are going to warp over, so we're going to have to warp these fellas over here. Okay, and I'm going to use this as my bracket, and right here. Put that back. This is what the pattern for the B would be. Notice the 4, 5, 6 is going to take you immediately away from the fret nut. So the fret nut would be here. Okay, this is our key of B fretboard here. You notice a lot of times you'll see those numbers, and I'll have to tell you, well, that is the numbers for the key of C. If you have the fret nut there, and you have 3 up here, never mind about any of these numbers, if you have 3 up here, and the fret nut there, and you have your guitar tuned normally, then it is the key of C. Now if you have 4 here, and the fret nut there, and your guitar tuned normally, it's the key of B. Notice C and B are pretty close there. So 3 goes to 4 there, and the B pentatonic would the B diatonic would obviously 4, 5, 6 there, and then 7 root 2. Okay, so let's just doing something in B is really, you have to know what you're doing, because if your guitar's tuned off a little bit, you can't do it by sound anymore. You have to know what you're doing. I'm going to play the top part of an S3XL and go right into an S4L. Look at this. Right into that S4L off of that 5, 6, maintaining that little 7. This is micro 7 here. 5 root 7. That's micro 7. That's teeny weeny 7, but we have to do that. 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. Okay, so sorry, I messed that up. Now, as far as the 4, 5, 6, yeah, we did get into the A shape there. Okay. I messed that up, but we did get into the A shape there. Remember, we want, what shape is before the A shape? To the left of the A shape, going down. The C shape, because we go up a pentatonic scale when we're going down. Okay, so to the left of the A shape is the C shape. So here's our, see, I know what I'm talking about. I'm just not playing very well because I'm doing these different keys that I'm not usually playing in. Here's your C-shaped B, and the next one from there is the A-shaped B. So this long pattern's going to jettison us right pretty much into that A shape. Look at that. That's an entire A shape there, right there. Okay? And the way to play the A shape is interesting because the A shape starts in the A with the little S1A there and then goes right in.